Today, we will talk about why the West was won. Hi, my name is Rocco, aka Bitcoin's best friend. I recently watched an interview with Michael Saylor on YouTube. For those of you who are unfamiliar with him, his company, MicroStrategy, owns 140,000 Bitcoins. So needless to say, he believes in Bitcoin's vast potential to better the human predicament. During his talk, he brought up the "Go West, young man" trope, and it made me realize what a perfect metaphor that is for modern Bitcoiners. The American experiment started because brave people were fed up living under tyrannical oppression in the old world. So they crossed an ocean to the new world. After a time, the eastern shore became settled, and tyranny once again mushroomed around them. So hardy souls set out westward once again, in search of the thing they treasured most, freedom. They found it for a time, but it didn't take too many decades for something that the founding fathers abhorred, a central bank, to take root, and for people's freedom to erode. For a few more decades, money was still bound to its old tradition of its convertibility to gold, but that bond was eventually corrupted and broken totally in 1971 when the U.S. went off the gold standard and instead declared money is money because the government says so. This is what the term fiat means. Money is money by decree, and they can print it out of thin air whenever the need arises. And unfortunately, the need always arises, and the constant inflating of the money supply by the central bankers weakens and weakens the buying power and saving potential of our money. And the worst thing is, the less you have, the more it hurts. Bitcoin separates money from the state. This concept alone not only confuses most people, but it also scares them away. They've been conditioned into believing the way things are must continue to be. They were never taught that when money was tied to gold, a commodity that is scarce and very difficult to mine, it was in some ways borderless. Governments of the world usurped this utility and took power over money. Bitcoin gives that power back to the individual. Bitcoin, like gold, has to be mined. The process is called hashing, and it involves an immensely difficult mathematical lottery that cannot be corrupted by anyone. The gold standard failed because governments lied about the gold they had that backed their currency, and there was no way to audit them all. This is why the gold standard can never come back, and it is foolish to think that it can. On the other hand, Bitcoin's blockchain, its recorded ledger, is immutable and unchangeable and can be audited by anyone at any time. It is borderless and can never be controlled by tyrants. Brave souls can no longer go west. There are no more wests left in this physical world to migrate to. But Bitcoin exists in a perfect west in cyberspace, a perfect west that has perfect money that cannot be corrupted by bankers, bureaucrats, or politicians. This is the west that Bitcoiners have found, and this perfect money is usable in the real world to anyone who wants to join the network. Please follow me on this westward path. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And please comment below. And always remember that just like a talking dog, Bitcoin is a miracle.